Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we are, game number 3. We got Gambit versus Team Lithium here in this best of 3. And of course, this means the winner of this game moving on to the finals to take on NIP just shortly after, I'm sure. And should be another fun best of 3 there. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by DeMoN once again. This is the GG.Bet Invitational semifinal matchup. And, you know, a series where Gambit looked very clean in the first game. They looked very good in the second game early on. And then we saw, you know, what could also happen where playing too over the top, making some decisions that were very questionable. And ultimately, Lithium capitalized and then just kind of snowballed off of that. So here we are, game number 3 now as a result. We'll see if Gambit can clean it up or if Lithium may take the momentum now away from them. But Wyvern Open into an Ogre and a Lina so far.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for Gambit last game, you know, they felt like they got impatient. They went back to reverting back to their old playstyle. If we remember, in the earlier group stages that they played earlier in the bracket stage, whatever.
Yeah.
Was it group or bracket?
Group stages,
okay,
yeah.
in the earlier group stages, you know, they were playing very sloppy. They were very indecisive. They were playing, and then like you see them game 1 versus Lithium, they played a very methodical game. You know, they played very precise in every aspect of the game. They were snowballing, and they, you know, they played it to the best of their ability. And then when it came down to the high ground, I always talk about this in this scenario that high ground is generally like the biggest throw or the biggest win. And same with Roshan. Those are the two major comebacks, Roshan and high ground. And what do you know? It's like what happens was they get a little impatient. They felt the pressure coming up. You know, CK was split pushing effectively. And because of that, like, you know, they felt pressure to do these things that they don't want to do, and they know that it's wrong. And if they're able to recuperate and kind of fix the mistakes, then they understand what happened last game. It was honestly that one game, that one throw that really turned it all around for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they still had potential to win it, but then again, they're like, you know what? We failed once. We can still do this. And they did it again. They got team wiped.
5 seconds.
It's just like, you can't make these two crucial mistakes. One was as crucial as it gets, but that's borderline already. And like I said, if they understand and realize their major mistakes and flaws last game, then yeah. But at the same time, you know, you got to give credit to Lithium. They played well. They played their team fights. They know what they needed to do, and those they used their team fights as their comeback mechanics that they did. And you know,
yeah, you always as a caster especially, it's having that fine line of you never want to, you know, be over the top and just focusing on the negatives. But that was a case. That definitely was a game where Gambit did a bit of their part to help Lithium come back and win that, no doubt. But yeah, you are right, Lithium. Again, it is a case of capitalizing and then taking that snowball effect from there themselves, which they most certainly did. So a little bit of change of the draft here as far as the pace goes. The Earth Spirit, second pick from Gambit. We've seen a lot of Earth Spirit in the hands of Taiga for Alliance, but outside of that, we have not been watching too much Earth Spirit this event. So King R going to play it here, I'm sure.
yeah. Surprise! I didn't know. I guess Winter Wyvern is a very popular pick again these days, huh?
Oh yeah,
First pick. It was in an NA as well. NA was.
It
like,
is.
I thought it was an EU thing.
No. If it's, I would say as far as like the tier list for supports go, honestly, Wyvern's probably at the top. As far as like the 5 supports at least.
Winter Wyvern, Ogre, Bane.
Yeah. Those
Yeah,
are the 3.
I mean, it'll be interesting to watch them how they play this Earth Spirit. I mean, I like the bands. Centaur getting the respect band that it deserves. I mean, ex-ferzee or Gambit is it's a comfort hero, right? One of the better heroes that they generally play well with.
10 seconds remaining.
Chicken.
Fuck.
5 seconds remaining.
Gosh, the party horn to the chicken.
Just the combos are real.
You realize they changed their drafter again. Afro Ninja is back to captain role. Well, I mean, he's been captain this whole series.
Yeah.
But
again, when he was missing those previous series.
Yeah, let's give it to Ramsey, and then Ramsey's not here anymore. Let's give it to not Noah.
I think Vanskor did it yesterday.
Yeah, it was Vanskor. Ramsey, Vanskor, and Afro Ninja.
Switching things around. On the other side, it's Keizu making the decisions there. Ultimately, as far as the selections go, I'm trying to think of that third pick now with the Ogre Lina open. He's been
10
saving his own
seconds
hero for
remaining.
last the first 2 games at least, so I'm going to go with that trend.
5
Maybe the
seconds
same case
remaining.
here. But maybe next time. Needs his heroes still. It's been a while since we've seen him play those kind of invis heroes, things like the Bounty Hunter. I know that he was really, especially in the Ad Phenom days, Bounty Hunter, Ricky.
Yeah, TA is actually
But,
still in the pool. Lithium, honestly, I think they early picked this Lina because they can put him in any role still. I mean, more or less. Off lane role or support role with the Ogre, playing core. They can switch. They have a very open lineup. Like, you never ever early pick this Lina and just, guys, he's going mid 100% of the time.
Oh, no.
Right? So he's still a very open pick for them. I think Gambit should probably pick their mid 4th
Radiant
because they
team
will, yeah, they're gonna show another support. So it shows that Lina is gonna play mid or top still. Like I said, for Gambit, you can potentially still 4th pick this TA. It's still an okay game for him, just depending on what core Lithium decides to pick up next.
Well, Phoenix picked
10
third, though, from
seconds
Lithium.
remaining.
Again, they already have the Lina themselves, as well as even Ogre, so heroes that are both good at
5
dealing with the
seconds
Supernova.
remaining.
They have on their own team. Bit of a takeaway. Mirana
Yeah,
does still come to mind.
You never
though.
really just want to have a hero that can't touch the egg at all, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the last hero that I'd always say is just, it's Mirana.
Or Troll. It's definitely another one, but
Or Mirana.
or yeah, Mirana's just been so good lately. I mean, I agree. She feels like she's considered top tier for so many teams.
Yeah, Troll's a hard hero to play, I guess. You have to give him a good matchup, a good scenario where he will do well.
Or Mirana's more flexible.
They have to show a core here. They're deciding which core to
Dire
really
team
show, and it's gonna be a bad on. A bad Dawn.
Yeah, is that a sign of things to come?
Abaddon. How do you say it?
Abaddon is how I say it. I
Abaddon?
know
Abaddon.
Abaddon is, I think, like what he says, and people. I've looked it up though, I swear, and I feel like that it actually is. It could be pronounced either way.
10
There's no
seconds
wrong
remaining.
way when
Yeah.
it comes to that. But
Potato, potato, man.
Exactly.
Caramel,
5 seconds
caramel.
remaining.
caramel.
Don't you say caramel? How do you say it?
I don't know. I don't use that word often enough.
So,
I want to say it's. I would say caramel, but
Caramel.
Caramel. I don't know. You got me thinking now.
Minnesota and soda.
Okay. What?
It's too early for this, man.
It is. It is.
Tomato, tomato, bro.
That I've heard before.
Potato, potato. See? Go on. What else is there? That's it.
You got me at a loss. Yeah. Can't.
I'm sure there's more. Why are we talking
Can't
about
think
this?
right-
Man?
I don't
Can
know,
we just
'cause we're
focus?
waiting for this pick.
Team
Monkey King.
Monkey King bar. I mean, Monkey King. I said, well, he does have a Monkey King bar too, right? Isn't that it?
He kind of does, yeah.
That is
Or
MKB.
just
That is the
naturally with
MKB.
him.
Dire team
I believe
back.
it's supposed to replicate a
Storm Spirit.
Storm. Pretty confident Storm pick there.
They had to. They're double picking anyways, so they're gonna ban a hero. I mean, the issue is now Lina's gonna go mid. Lina's a good hero versus Storm. Very, very good hero.
Yeah. Give
Yes,
them a good
sir.
matchup.
Mm-hmm. So Lina's a core
10
now.
seconds remaining.
Maybe Gambit will ban
5
an
seconds
off
remaining.
laner. They'll ban a Keizu hero because
Radiant
Keizu is the
team
captain
back.
and he gets the last pick his hero. You know that's how it works, right?
Yeah, that's what you mentioned earlier. It feels good to be the captain. You just pick everyone else, and you're like, all right, now what do I want to play? You know, with all the matchups set and everything. Batrider was one that kind of came to mind initially. You are dealing with an ABBA though, at the same time, and even Earth Spirit, I suppose. Yeah, no, never mind. Batrider wouldn't be that good.
10 seconds
It was good against
remaining.
Storm Spirit, but then everything else is like.
Bat's not good against the Storm's good for Spat too.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, I figure for lasso initiation, just more locked into initiate and jump in. Was the logic there,
It kind of goes both ways, but I think it's more favored for Storm in that aspect because he's able to jump him. Eventually, he's
Oh,
gonna get
yeah.
his Lincolns.
All right, Bat's an awful pick. We've
So,
decided.
Yeah, just
Good discussion.
And they have an Abaddon too, man.
No, that's what I'll say. Abba was the first thing that popped out. That's why it
Radiant
would be
team
bad.
pick.
It's good versus Winter Wyvern though. That's it.
Pick him up. Let's go back to the Batrider.
No, because he's gonna Firefly over some trees. Monkey's gonna jump in the same trees, and he's gonna knock him down and get stunned. No synergy, man.
Yeah.
I guess Phoenix can do the same thing too with his dive. Oh gosh, I'm gonna laugh. I'm honestly gonna laugh. I don't mean to laugh at the players or anything, but that would be. There it is. There's the egg killer.
He brings that to the table, yes. Pretty good at that. Shreds that egg apart.
Yes, sir.
So they pick up the Ursa. Now with Lithium, knowing what they're up against. And you figure it's probably going to be the Lina mid. You like the matchup there against Storm Spirit.
10 seconds remaining.
So yeah, probably going to be the Keizu hero. Darkseer is still on the board.
5 seconds remaining.
They want to go that route again. Wouldn't say that for many teams, but Lithium one of those.
You may now select your
Okay.
hero.
What?
That's another out there hero. Bristle.
They don't have a Silver Edge hero. If Bristol's able to snowball, they don't really have. I mean, Ursa answers him.
Yeah. Like you said, no Silver Edge, like obvious Silver Edge carrier at least. It's the big thing that stands out too.
I mean, Ursa can get it, but you
don't
don't
want
You're
to,
not gonna
yeah.
rush it. You want your blink. You need your basher. You need a BK. Yeah, you need a BKB this game. You need Abyssal. Yikes.
All right. Keizu going to play the Bristle back this game.
Last pick. You know what, guys? We
10
have last pick
seconds
here.
remaining.
Just trust me, guys. I'm gonna last pick myself a Bristle back.
5
You don't think the
seconds
team does
remaining.
confident
Don't worry, guys.
in the Bristle?
It's all good.
I mean, he knows how to sit there in the front line and spam that W. Spam those
Take
quills.
some spells. Let me throw some sticky goos at you and just run at some bitches.
Run at some bitches, yes. Ursa does that too, to be fair. Likes to run at you.
Yeah.
All right, so the Bristle final pick, though, for Lithium. Again, definitely a little off the wall, but like I said, so was Darkseer to an extent, and worked out very well last game, in the long run at least. And there is reason to believe that Bristleback could be pretty annoying here, pretty pesky for Gambit. Is it something where, is it going to maybe be good in the laning phase against Ursa? Try to change up some lanes here, or is Ursa fine staying in the lane and going up against the Bristleback in this case, you think?
No, you mean Ursa?
Yeah, Ursa gets Bristleback.
Like Bristol versus Bristol, who wins? I think Bristol wins. I'm trying to see. Keizu, Pexku. It'll be an interesting lane, regardless. I mean, ideally, you probably just want to do the lane pull, where you're just dragging the creeps constantly. You don't want to just do this 1v1. You want to get this Bristle fast 3 up until like 3 or 4, then he's able to actually do well versus the Ursa Warrior, where you can kind of zone him with your Quelling Splays eventually. But yeah, you want to just drag the wave into your tower, wrap it around, deny some creeps. I think that's the biggest goal for them this game, but they are actually switching lanes. Abaddon is actually playing the safe lane, and I guess they want to give them both a free game in that sense. They think it's a lot better this way. Top lane can get a lot of pressure onto this Monkey King. They're probably going to try lane again as well.
Yeah. All right, well, here we go. Game number 3 again to determine who plays NIP in the finals.
How do you drag it like that where there's auto? Sorry, I just totally interrupted you.
It's auto-directed
30 seconds
camera.
to
It's a binding that I have.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's actually, when I first got into the Dota scene, Pimpmunkle, he has a config out there for spectators that I just downloaded initially, and I've been using a sense on it, honestly. So he just has a binding in there that we can set it to. So you don't need to.
Should I finish your last announcement, ladies and gentlemen? This is Game 3 of Gambit Gaming versus Team Lithium. Winner goes into the winner.
They are in the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs.
Goes to the
I failed there.
final.
I failed already, man.
That's good.
Alright,
You're doing
Josh.
good there, though.
Yeah. Valiant effort there.
I make it look easy, I know.
Yeah, you make it look easy. That ain't easy, man.
Keizu running uphill. He wants to get to the top lane eventually. King R's
What?
gonna just chill and wait for the courier eventually, perhaps. Okay, they see him now. Yeah, not so sneaky.
Nice try, Vanscore. At least Vanscore's not gonna feed this game. He's playing Earth Spirit. I guess
yeah.
King R doesn't know how to play Earth Spirit.
That's interesting, actually. Yeah, he normally is their 5, but
We're switching it this game.
Radiant's courier
That's what
has
They
been
are.
killed.
Ooh.
Nice play there by Courier Sniper.
Yeah, that's a watching for the Dire Team go for the Courier Sniper. Sure enough, the Radiant gets it. How about that? Bottom. Dara's feeling some good pressure. Gonna just run at him with that Curse of Avernus as well.
He's definitely happy with that. A lot of damage. Rollman's gonna be up again.
Actually, might be dead.
But,
Monkey King, not much he can do. That is first blood going the way of Vansker on our Spirit Sure now.
Fool's first lesson is his last.
So, good start here for Gambit.
good harassment on that Monkey King as well. Wasting 3 tangos there. Mage playing one of his specialty heroes as well. I think it's one of his more comfort heroes, which is definitely that Lina. You saw how he did last game.
Yeah.
A little bit rough early game, but that wasn't really because of his hero. But throughout the game, when it came to late game, I think his decision making and his movements were pretty spectacular, need to say.
And like you're saying, good in the matchup against the Storm, and go to the bottom lane. We're seeing a bit of tri-lane action this series even, and no different here in Game 3. Madara, he goes down. He's just going to run back to the lane. He has a TP, but not going to use it.
So the cool thing about this is, like, I guess they kind of miscalculated because they thought they wanted to put the Monkey versus the Ursa warrior. I mean, I think Ursa wins regardless.
Okay.
He has a very favorable matchup because you can put Ursa in the safe and you can put him in the off lane. You're either going to go against a Monkey King or a Bristleback, and you're happy with either matchup here.
See that middle lane, meanwhile. Mage, you mentioned a comfort hero, pretty good in this matchup, but that's one way to deal with it. Vansker TP's in, and yeah, talk about comfortable on this Earth Spirit. Plays it well.
He's not Bane or he's not Ogre this time, man. He's not going to feed free kills.
Yeah.
He's going to be killing you.
Yeah, exactly. He's had history on that Bane specifically throughout this event. That's been fun to watch.
Reoccurring
Say it
theme.
that
You know
way.
he's going to be suiciding somewhere. Just be ready with your TPs.
Oh, yeah, you know it's going to happen. He's on Earth Spirit, but that's not going to change, right? No, we'll see where he heads. TP's on cooldown, of course, now because he used it at mid.
He's going to go mid again. Just like just pressure this. Like I said, this matchup in mid is definitely much more favorable for this Lina. Oh, mid ward actually is here too, so they are going to see Vanscore.
might spot him.
Whoa. Good heads up by Vanscore. He's actually wrapping around here.
Yeah, they even used a scan right here to even check before. So Mage is very scared. There's the roll, though.
Kick him to the tower.
Exactly. Mage is dead. No way he gets out of this one, right? Yeah.
Salve used as well on Mage. Vanscore, like we said, he's not this position 5 feeder. He's a position 4 Earth Spirit, and he is making them plays, making them movements, making the right rotations. Looking into top now.
Makes me wonder if he actually comes from a position 4 history,
I
because
think he did.
yeah, he has played this very well to start. Not that he's not played this that well, but you get the point. Clearly, he's very comfortable on this, and they kill maybe next time at the top lane. Vansker wasn't even needed there, but he was coming just in case.
This a little, hey, what's up, hello. Ursa is actually opting for this. I never understand why Ursa gets extra levels of Earthshock. I think maxing Furry Swipes and Overpower, 1 level Earthshock is much more ideal already. I know it's only 75 mana cost, but I just feel like getting this extra level of Furry Swipe is going to do so much more damage.
Get back.
Oh, yeah, Zero Shock here. A little bit more movement slow, I suppose, and some more damage, of course, but to each their own. Mid lane.
Hard game for Abaddon now, and I like what he did. He knows if the supports aren't here, he's actually unable to last hit at all. So what he does, he's getting 2 levels of this Mist Coil, and he's just going to be last hitting that way. And who cares? Even if Monkey Kings is going to farm, he's going to farm as well and get his levels in that way. So Monkey doesn't get every single deny, and he's like, struggling for EXP.
Well, for now, it's definitely having to keep his distance. Knows that Ogre coming in especially could cause some issue. Boundary Rune control. Ogre is going to get this one, but Earth Spirit doing a good job of already setting up, and immediately 2 runes on either side. Just picked up right there.
Oh, it's so early, man. Sorry. I just yawned. I don't know if you heard it.
I did not. Keizu top lane. Might be dead. Yeah, Ursa, he just gets on top of those. Fury Swipes do add up. Normally, Bristle's really annoying to kill in that laning phase, and really just throw out the game, of course, but he's able to with those Fury Swipes.
Not when you got the Ursa warrior.
Middle mage in trouble again. Guess who's here? Nice LSA. It stalls this at least.
Oh, he actually didn't go for the kill.
Yeah, he will
He has
live.
4 sticks, that's why. It's 4 sticks on mage, that's why. If he didn't have stick, I was like, dude, Storm for sure should die here.
Bottom lane though, Abba's dead.
Should run while you had the
So eventually they do. He was keeping his distance for so long. I mean, he's kind of near his tower
Dire's
there. And
bottom tower is under attack.
he does get run at in the end. So it was a great start for Gambit, honestly, early on in this game. But now we're looking at a case of Lithium. You look at the CS team. They only have the 1 hero kill, but you look at the CS. They are 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in the game right now. Storm Spirit still leading the way, but just barely in that matchup. You know, thanks to the rotations of Vansker, he's been able to handle Lina quite a bit. A little bit better than maybe you'd expect. But oh, now Storm's okay. He died in new.
What?
That wasn't on purpose, was it? I don't think.
No, it wasn't. Look
No.
how low the creeps are. Look how much mana he has. He was trying to get
Yeah.
1 more nuke. He needed 2 more nukes to kill
Radiant's
it.
I went away from him for a second. I saw him doing that, and then
But
all
it
of a
was
sudden.
fine.
he's dead.
Just get greedy, man. You get a little greedy sometimes. And this deaths by neutrals, it's no joke, man. 25 second spawn time is very
Wow.
unfortunate. Whoa.
Abba's dead too, probably. Vansker can't do much about. Oh, he denies himself. At
Nice
least.
deny. Committed 4 heroes up here. Rotated another core. Monkey did not want to lane bottom anymore. Daxak making a nice rotation here on bottom. I mean, he can honestly lane wherever he wants. He has a free game because he has 2 melee cores and he does fairly well. He does very well with both of them. At the same time, Keizu, he's doing fine. He's just spamming his quill sprays. Will never really give an opportunity. Oh,
No.
as I say that.
Yeah, Daxak running in.
Bah,
Keep his back
Bah.
turned.
bah.
The
He wants
idea.
another Shrock.
Okay.
That's kind of scary.
It does. Well, those cool spams start adding up too.
Yeah, I mean, he's adding furry swipes as well, so, hey, man. They both have stacks on each other.
Battle of manning up. Who's gonna win it?
Battle demands who's more manlier.
Trying to showcase here. But net worth, again, you have Lina leading the way even despite those 2 early deaths, and Monkey King is also doing very well.
Radiant are
Top lane
scanning.
now. Dar up here now. Old Storm Spirit and competing for that
Whoa,
too.
Big regen rune here. Lucky him. Phoenix leeching a little bit of EXP here. Both cores jungling from Lithium here. Interesting.
Yeah, the same jungle really too, huh?
Yeah, in the same jungle. Right.
Not often you see that right next to each other. Lina now making her way back to the middle. Just early power treads and everything coming out, but
Oh,
sure.
interesting. They're actually smoking the storm here over the top. They want to kill this Monkey King. I guess the Vance core, man, he's making all the right rotations here. He's bringing the scores over too.
Yeah, making the calls. May look to go on a.
He's spotted out here though. Unfortunately,
Oh yeah, the ward. And that'll get them to fall back. They were doing the stack in the meantime. They get a couple of creep kills, but seeing them in the area. They did not see Storm Spirit, I don't believe. They saw the Earth Spirit, but Storm flies in, but Mataro's juking and jiving, avoids the Boulder Smash.
Regeneration.
And he'll live, so that's a lot of time committed to not get anything out of it.
did not get the field goal he was looking for.
No.
It was a hard kill. The issue is Vanscore needs to be the one initiating and landing his rolling boulder onto him. But if Storm jumps, I think his rolling boulder is difficult. It's different to hit. Just need to initiate together. Unfortunate. I mean, Storm didn't lose too much out of it. Phoenix is getting a lot out of it though. This whole time he was leeching mid. He got about a level and a half now. He's almost 4.5. 10 minutes in, he's gonna most likely get the he's gonna get the tome as well, so he'll be level 6. Real runes coming out alongside with the bounty runes, arcane rune bottom. 2 going on each side again. I believe no, 3 for ex-ferzee or Gambit.
Was it 3?
Yeah, right? Did I read that right? 1.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah, it
is
was.
under
You're right.
attack.
Okay. Yeah, with the bottling sometimes. it gets
question
confusing.
me,
No, of
Breaky.
course not. Never again.
Doubting me, man. You made me doubt myself.
Dyer's top
I
tower
wasn't sure
is
too.
under
I was like
attack.
opening my eyes.
Yeah, with the bottles, it makes it confusing sometimes. You see like 6 bounty runes
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Double check. Either way, yeah, good control.
Radiant's middle
Coming out,
tower
and
has
now
fallen.
top lane. Earth Spirit even going in on a Phoenix to the side. No Supernova yet.
He's dead.
Manati's put down. You think he's dead? They just get zapped down by that mist squad. That looked funny. Now, there was a kill in the middle lane. Meanwhile, Mage actually got taken out by Storm Spirit.
Dyer's top tower is
However, they
under
kill Abba. Now, Vansker cannot get away.
What's going on here?
Double kill from Adara.
From what I've always seen, Lina
Dyer's
destroys
middle
Storm
tower
here,
is
but
under
today
attack.
we're seeing the complete opposite. Yeah, I know. Earth Spirit made a lot of rotations, and the right rotations onto Lina killed him 2 times in mid lane, and now it's just, I guess Storm is just really snowballed.
What's he looking at? He's going to go the Kaya first. There's Alpha Ninja. Wonder. We're going to see that Bloodstone maybe make an appearance on a Storm Spirit this game.
I think Orchid is still good because you can control, because Phoenix isn't going to get Lotus or BKB anytime soon, so you can always kill this Phoenix. Otherwise, you'll never be able to kill this Phoenix by yourself. Mage?
Yeah.
Again?
That was Vansker set up. Vansker set it up and eventually allows Ursa to do her in.
So we all looks like who got the demoted this game, which is King R, and maybe potentially future games too.
Yeah.
We found their new position 4.
There you go. More switch up going on in the CIS region.
That's not that bad. It's not a roster change at least.
Just a position. So.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
he is playing this Earth Spirit very well again. Maybe has a history, as we're
Radiant's
discussing
bottom
earlier,
tower
but
is under attack.
I'm pretty sure he does.
is going to roll away. Good pressure there at the bottom lane. Middle lane, that's an illusion Phoenix.
Dyer's
Deal, but
middle
Abba's
tower
got the
is
helm of
under
the
attack.
Dominator finish. Afterlife
Dyer's
groups up with
top
Storm Spirit. They're going to
are
push the mid tier
fortified.
1.
Radiant are scanning.
Madara looking
there.
for some potential kill or something, or he feels a little threatened. He's
Radiant's
jumping
bottom
around on the
tower is
trees.
under attack.
Tier 1 is
Radiant
low on top
structures
here.
are fortified.
Daxak is going to commit to
Dyer's
it.
top tower is under attack.
Want that tower kill. Balance
Radiant's
Strike will
bottom
stall him a little bit.
tower is
Echo Saber is finished on Monkey King. They do also stop the mid tower push. It's all Lina porting in. And eventually helps to keep him off the tower. So good job there.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Vanguard finished on Bristleback and thought he was already tough to kill. Of course, that makes it that much more difficult now. And he might start getting more involved, which it looks like he comes to the top lane.
Top tower is low. They should bring more heroes up here to secure this tower, open up the map for Gambit. And they're playing well. They're 9 kills up. Gold favor is in favor of Lithium, but I don't think that matters too much. Just, they did get a tower out of it, which is probably why they have a little bit over 1k advantage. Exec actually leaving the top lane and giving it to the Winter Wyvern. I think he felt a little unsafe there. They're forcing some maybe tower pressure kill here mid.
You saw some good damage on Storm Spirit off the bat, but Fuse Raindrop, what is going on back here? Earth Spirit, he got found. He was trying to set up for an eventual initiation and clearly did not work out. Good job by Lithium. Picking up on that, and Monkey King credit for the kill. Mage credit for the kill on Lina. But yeah, Monkey King with an early Echo Saber. It's a pretty nice just farming tool for him in general. Let alone, you know, good synergy with the Wukong's command, etc. And now he has a Shadow Blade queued up. Yules is almost finished on Lina. So those big core items are coming along. And Bristol's going to go right into the Crimson Guard. Using that Vanguard.
Yeah, you need it, so Ursa can't really just kill you in like one combo. The Vanguard was good, but the Crimson just kind of secures his survivability with the extra armor and damage reduction from him.
Bounty, we're in control coming out as we have 15 minutes in now. Top lane, Ochre and Bristle in the area, but no one's there on the Radiant side, so nothing to be worried about.
A lot of lines drawn by the seams here.
It's kind of a wraparound being drawn from the Radiant side. Yeah, Vansker's already pretty deep.
Mage's closing up on his Yules though.
Catch Phoenix, science put up. Can he supernova in time? Stun up? No, he cannot. Wukong's in response, so they kill Storm Spirit. That Laguna Blade snipes down the Storm Spirit, so clearly getting the better. And the Witcher's Curse also not going to save. Vansker hit by the Dragon Slave and one more auto attack. No, Boulder Smash and a rollout. Vansker will be fine as he gets away. But again, losing the Storm Spirit for the Phoenix, favoring Lithium for sure.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Storm
attack.
Spirit is apparently happy going for this Bloodstone instead. Maybe he just feels like if he's able to get this HP when he's 15, he's going to get his 300 HP talent as well. Lithium doesn't really have an answer to burst him down because their main stun is just this Lina combo into potentially a Monkey King stun. And if they can't kill him in that combo, you know, he'll always be able to survive with that extra HP bonus. In comparison to this Orchid, he probably feels like it's not enough. I mean, he kind of lost the Snowball, so he just wants to like slow down the game, and that's what Bloodstone is generally there for, just to help accelerate your farm. Keizu taking a triple stack here.
Good old Bristleback, man. Hero that can just kind of stand there and tank it as he did right there. Showing it off. Mage just picked off, however. Pegsu now also in trouble. So yeah, Storm Spirit making use of that Cayenne. Also plenty of support around him, of course, but Alpha Ninja gets a double kill, and that should translate nicely into a free
Dire's middle
Roshan,
tower has fallen.
which Ursa has already jumped in the pit
Radiant's
to
bottom
start.
tower is under attack.
Especially with Abba here. Should be a fairly quick Roshan kill, and he just given to Ursa as a result. So yeah, nice pick off there for sure. Definitely allowing Gambit to control some of the game right now.
Roshan has
There's
fallen
Aegis
into
on the
Radiant.
Storm Spirit
On the
now as
Storm.
well.
Radiant's
Yeah.
bottom
Yes,
tower
sir.
is under attack.
It's like an Ursa, but yeah, you have a Storm Spirit on your team, you can just
He's so farmed this game. He's actually closing up on a Shadow Blaze 400 away. Actually, he's even closer if he still has a Stout Shield or Quelling Blade here.
Dire's structures
Be
are
200 off.
fortified.
He's actually so farmed. How'd he get so farmed? Really pressure.
Hero kills have been helping too.
Dire's
Tower
middle
denied
tower
in mid.
The
Mid
Pearl
denied.
time.
Abaddon is opting for a Solar Crest. Maybe he just a little afraid of this monkey and all the nasal goo from the Bristleback as well. So it's adding up a little bit of armor and evasion. I think what he should do is go Solar Crest into a Halberd.
Radiant
Yeah.
are scanning.
Disarm the evasion on top of that even more so.
Yeah, I mean you disassemble the Solar Crest for sure, so you don't have to farm that extra 1,400 gold. And
Oh yeah.
you can just disarm the disarm the Lina or disarm the Monkey King in team fights.
Yeah, Monkey King seems like a pretty big disarm there, especially with the way he's farming. So would make sense to see the Heaven's Harvard. Again, has that Talisman of Evasion queued up to finish the Solar Crest at least. Matter if he breaks that up as you're getting at there. Got the hiccups now. Ursa going Diffusal Blade after the Blink first.
That's very interesting, actually. I'm curious to why he wanted more lockdown, or like not really lockdown, but like to
Keep on
chase.
top, yeah.
That doesn't really seem optimal, in my opinion.
Yeah, what's wrong with the Basher, right? I mean, that's the usual build. And
Yeah, you definitely need a bash eventually. So disable.
Mana Burn, I suppose, against Bristleback is okay.
I mean, I don't
That's
know.
the logic he's going with. And that's the only thing I can really think of, because yeah, you're right. It doesn't seem like the item that. I mean, for all we know, he might just go the Basher still or something else. Again, he hasn't committed towards it, but it's been queued up at least down there.
Dire are
As Monkey
scanning.
King is sitting here for now, but Vansker's going in as if you might know that something's up.
Ultra Wyvern is actually getting pretty farmed as well. He's closing up onto his Glimmer Cape. Really big item for him there. Another save potential. So you'll have kind of like two saves. You have your Abaddon with the Photic Shields. You have some extra Mist Coil for heals. Earth Spirit kind of saves you too with this Boulder Smash, and Glimmer picked up on Winter Wyvern and 100 gold. 10 seconds for the bounty rune. Looks like it's going to be a 2-2 again for the bounties.
Well, very back and forth game number 3 we have here. Slightly favoring Gambit, also formerly known as ex-ferzee, as you can see there. But right now, I mean, there's reason to believe that Lithium is in a good spot as well, specifically with that Monkey King and Gonna go Mjolnir next. I was or Maelstrom even, but I was thinking this is maybe a game where he'll want like a BKB, but possibly not really. I'm now kind of breaking it down. It's BKB might not be the best value this game, but it's still also not bad. It's one of those games. And that's the case. So we'll see if he values it or not. This
What
one.
are they paused?
Love me some pauses.
No, please. A lot of pings going on.
Figuring out what's going on here. Apparently a Discord issue on the side of Lithium, but get back into it as soon as possible. Yeah, there's other Dota happening as well. I know we're tuning into the PvP Championships, I believe it's called. That's currently taking place, I want to say Singapore, 100%, but Southeast Asia over there. Fnatic versus Secret. I think they're in a Game 5 even, if I'm not mistaken.
That's Game 5 hype right there.
Of the finals.
Let's cast this game here too.
Yeah, you can,
Tiny played by mid
That
one.
wasn't too bright.
got to pull it up there, do some
Burns,
radio
doesn't
cast
it?
for the people.
Where did I go?
200 gold away from his Blink Dagger, playing in the offlane position right now. Yaps are sitting in mid, level 8, you know, constantly pushing the wave back in towards their base. Abed having the, feels like a somewhat of a free Visage game here against his Dusa. Dusa highest net worth in the game.
That's good.
DG and MP go for a smoke here.
They're at the bottom.
Jab's kind of lingering around. He does have egg. You're going to be like, oh, game started. Sorry, guys. Back to the game.
Plenty of people watching that one. All right, back to our game, though. 20 minutes in.
2 bounties runes each. Lina might be a little
Dyer's middle
greedy,
tower
attempting
is
a
under
potential
attack.
kill
None
here.
to
Oh,
burn.
hello.
That was, well, King R, that was interesting. I guess he has a shadow aim that didn't want to move, but Dar goes down meanwhile.
Dyer's bottom tower
Elsewhere.
is under
I thought
attack.
Ogre was on his team for a second,
Dyer's
man. It's too
structures
early for
are
this, dude.
fortified.
And now King R's just going to curse and run.
That's called better safe than sorry. Yeah.
Still might be sorry.
Nice high ground ward. Oh,
Yeah,
he
that'll
realized
last
it. I hope he buys a sentry right now. Right now.
It was pretty obvious, wasn't it? But
Finish from low ground, man.
not buying the sentry
Radiant's top tower is
just
under
yet.
attack.
Meanwhile, top lane. Still the trade that favors Gambit at this point. Again, getting the pick up Monkey King before. Now Affinage going to the backlines, going for a mage. That Crimson Guard helping a little bit. Not enough, though. KZ cannot do much else to save other than stand there spamming those quills. Doc Zuck shredding him to pieces. Going for Pexi now for the easier kill. And now back to KZ. Got to be careful with that bristleback, though. See him kiting back and forth. The nasal good spam being applied. Orchid applied. To bristleback. Nice cold embrace. And KZ now is in trouble. The Splinter Blast coming out. Affinage gets the kill.
You know what you call that by Vanscar? You thought that was a bad death? That was a space death right there. He
Exactly.
jumped into his death, but he knew what was going to happen. You know, he had his Team Gambit backing his ass up, knowing that Storm was going to jump in and follow up for a perfect roll in. You know, like Vanscar just baited them in the perfect line for him, and they're able to burst down this Lina because of it. And from there, when Lina dies, they don't have this instant burst damage. They don't have no Laguna, no stuns. It's just easy team fight for them. Well played. And he did opt for this Orchid. I mean, I think he only went Orchid because he ended up getting this Aegis as well. So he has a little bit more of a survivability. And he's level 15 now with the extra 400 HP as well.
So that helps, yeah. Some nice stats from that.
Yeah.
As you
Radiant
point out,
are
Ursa did
scanning.
end up going the Basher. So I don't know if it was a troll or if he had some idea in mind, but realized that Basher's just better. But Monkey King again is caught. Vansker yet again leading the way, making the play to start things off, and Storm just flies in from what seems like across the map. There's a
down.
regen room, by the way. Yeah, Aegis is taken away, but
Over here now.
he needs to get this regen, which will be spotted by Earth Spirit in a second. There you go, pings it out.
Pings it out.
Here
Storm's
comes
on his way. Oh, he's going for the Ogre kill here.
Oh, yeah, he's going for Ogre first.
Over here now.
It's like, wait a second, I'm going to take care of this guy. That Photic shield on him
Dyer's
even.
middle tower
had
His
is
your
head is
under
probably
attack.
thinking, man, I wish I had Lina this game.
Regeneration.
I said Lina, I meant drop.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
We'll need that coffee in between the
I
series,
need coffee,
man.
man. What am I saying, dude?
Don't even know anymore.
Oh, man.
I just got a second one. I don't even know where the second one came, but I'm pumped now. That timeout, that break just helped me.
I don't know.
Pause is good. I'm ready.
Are you pumped, man? You're just saying that.
So pumped.
You're pumping yourself. That's good, man. That's what I need.
That's how you gotta
Pump
do
me
it.
up. Amp me up here.
Storm ain't pumped. There he is. Oh, the LSA perfect timing. And Curse is not gonna save. Good idea. Storm is dead though.
Turn me up here. Turn me on. But that's not the right way to say that. No, sorry.
No.
It's too early, man.
The go-to.
It's too early for that too.
The go-to. Good pick on a Storm. Again, no Bloodstone yet, though, by any means. So nothing a loss there in that sense. But yeah, fight continues. Look good about the Cold Embrace. King R is going to heal on up. Dragon Slave finishes the job. However, Supernova Afterlife is dead because of that. Didn't have his borrowed time at that point used earlier.
Lithium making the comeback of the century here. Storm is still alive.
He fights back even. Fought back for this. Bash Proc coming out, but Doxock, he's in a bad spot, and Raid is wearing off. And Keizu just vicious nasal goo, man, slowing him down, but Aphenaine's proven to be a great buyback. He's already got a double kill. Does he go back in for Mage? Probably not. He's out of mana currently. And he needs to be worried about getting away now. He's in trouble. He's dead. He doesn't have a TP or anything. Obviously, he came in here. Yeah, so the buyback ends up being a dieback. As good as it looked early on, not so good.
That's wow. They just threw their advantage away, and
some history here with Gambit.
Some history for sure. They were making a comeback. They were playing well. They did very well in their lanes, and I don't know. They just need to slow down this game a little bit. Wait for the next Roshan. Get the next Aegis and Cheese for Storm. I mean, I think it's scary because as this game progresses, it's like I feel for Gambit, they don't really have a strong tower hitter. That's their issue. It's going to be an Abaddon. Is he going for Radiance? He has a Solar Crescent Vlad's, which provides more auras. And the best thing that Gambit can do is get kills. And when they get the kills, that's the only time they can force out. So they have to dive in, sometimes even relatively deep for it. But the issue is this Aegis is actually so important for them for the next fight, and it really comes down to if Lithium can deny them this Aegis, steal the Aegis for themselves, which they might really smoke. They don't even check Roshan.
It is up, yeah, but not going to check as mentioned.
Their smoke didn't break, so they know that they aren't doing it. They don't have any vision, do they? They have one vision in their jungle.
Hoping to find somebody over here. Might end up catching Abaddon. Just rotating over. Of course, for all time makes it difficult. They're going for the first. For all time definitely going to be popped here. Atlas running, but Keizu's tanky. He's got to have his operate himself now, so he's not afraid of kind of going uphill. Phoenix being beat down by this Bristleback with those battle charges of Warpath. Eventually, Phoenix goes down. Nice job with the Splinter Blast, but they did indeed lose Abaddon. And they're losing the top tower. On top of this, double damage rune still on Lina.
I think QB also finished on Ursa in like 300, 1300 gold.
Wow. Yeah, don't underestimate Bristleback, too, as far as his hitting.
Yeah, his Halberd is up now, and just, I feel it's such a hard game now. I don't know they really have a strong answer for this Bristleback anymore.
Yeah, the no natural Silver Edge carrier.
They are denying the Aegis now. It's getting kind of low. A lot of damage to him. The Bloodlust.
They're getting this for sure. I was going to say, Bloodlust on Bristleback too, especially just with his skills in general being able to run at you. It is some decent synergy in itself.
I mean, it's more for the monkey, so he's always going to get the Jingu Mastery procs.
Yeah.
And Lena's attack speed, and if you get the multicast on Bristle, you never want to prioritize Bristle as the Bloodlust attacker. He doesn't even have treads yet. He's more utility, this like super tanky mofo just running in.
Description definitely fits. Mage is the one that picks up the HS bottom lane. Looks like Phoenix is going to be the victim again, so Gambit's able to get that kill, of course, but now Mage going to make them pay. Vansker TP's out. Doxock can he get away? Nice switches. Curse King are stalling. Again, he gets out, but they're going to leave their core behind. Not much they can do. He picks off Ogre before, but overall, Lithium satisfied. Were there buybacks there? Phoenix did buyback. Okay, I thought I heard it. Yeah. All right, well.
does have his Vessel though, so. Vessel and Phoenix. Storm is just constantly swapping items around. He's very indecisive of what he really wants. He's switching through the Bloodstone to BKB and now the Shiva's Guard. Let's see if he actually decides to stick with it. I think Shiva's is...
Regeneration.
It's fine because you have your monkeys and your bristles for the minus armor and all the physical. A little bit extra burst to help kill someone. It just feels like a hard game now for Gambit. I think it's unfortunate, but I feel like they kind of threw their advantage away. They kind of didn't even really get the chance to utilize their Aegis and continue on this much needed pressure that they needed to do for this game. You know, having a carry Ursa and an Abaddon, and then when you're thinking late game, it just doesn't seem right.
Doesn't add up, no.
Yeah, and you know, you're playing against a Monkey and a Lina who's going to scale throughout the game. And I feel like if they aren't able to get these insta burst, these kills that you essentially need, like, you know, when Ursa jumps in almost ever, you want to be able to burst someone down within that duration and then automatically take the team fight to a 4v5. But I feel like for this game, it's so hard. Like, already Phoenix is a hard hero to kill with sitting at 2000 HP. Ogre is a tanky guy. Bristle's almost unkillable now until you get MKB. Monkey and Lina are his only real targets right now until Lina starts picking up armor items or Shivas, but he's actually opting for a Hex instead. I like that too. They feel like he needs more catch for the Storm.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And, you know, the idea of him going to do like a Lincoln soon is not necessarily there, although his Shivas is just about finished. So maybe he will be picking that item X if he sees that Lina's going for said item.
Yeah.
But Basher finished on Monkey King, that's right. Going to be delivered. He just has a lot of different items. Shadow Blade.
Remember his old Wukong's command where like it would use anything that your items have?
That was ridiculous,
We got Basher, it's just like, it's over, man. You can't move in it.
I'm done.
Nice Lina picked up here by Gambit.
The bounty rune green.
What have we here?
Did he even get it? No. No, he did not.
That almost always happens. Being a little too greedy. You lose a core out of it. Unfortunately, it's a core rather than a support, but obviously you'd much rather have a support die for bounty runes. Especially on the other side of the map where your team is not playing. Double evasion here that's going to be picked up by Kzu. He's going to have a halberd and a medallion, solar crest, I mean.
There you go.
Evasion's at 36% now.
Evading plenty, and even when you happen to hit him, it obviously doesn't necessarily do that much damage, so.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, Kzu is like an untouchable hero. You can't touch this bristleback. You don't have damage. Ursa's gonna miss more than half of his attacks on him.
Half an inch he is going back to the Bloodstone. This would be a much later Bloodstone, you know, post 30 minutes especially, but he still feels like it may be the right call.
Yeah, that's fine now. I mean, I think you got your core items already. And then Bloodstone just makes his late game potential strong because of his fast spawn time, especially if he's able to stack these charges up. Suiciding your hero if needed. Maelstrom actually picked up on Madara. I think we talked about that already.
Yeah, he said that for a little bit now, but that kind of goes back. He has just such like a plethora of items. He is going to go the full Abyssal Blade though. The Basher top lane Ogre just trying to push it out. He finds a couple friends that aren't so friendly. Kzu trying to get up here now himself. He's had that gem for a while, so he's also keeping the map pretty dark for the Radiant side. At least that's the idea. There's a Tinker Ward up here though, but big fight in the middle lane. The burst down on Vansker. They do keep Storm Spirit alive at the time being. LSA hits, but the Glimmer Cape and with Abba nearby. Not going to overcommit to it.
Hex. Yeah, Lina's actually opting for the Hex as well. Gem looks like he wants to pick up on Gambit here. De-ward everything. Their jungle. It's actually pretty farmed on Winter Wyvern. It's a 4-staff and a Glimmer. I feel like they have 2 4s this game, which is fine. Both supports have farm. I mean, I don't think Vanscore's really buying much anymore, especially after his Blink Dagger picked up.
Yeah.
And he's not really hitting creeps, and that's really what King R's job is. This game is constantly pushing the lanes.
They're going for Mage. Heals comes out. I was going to say there is a little bit of support nearby, however, and he gets a Shadow Blade out, trying to shred that egg now. He gets it, but Daxak is going to be in trouble himself, although the Witcher's Curse. Bristleback, he's fine though. And ends up just being the death on Phoenix instead. And that is a dieback, yeah. So let's be a little bit longer now. He's out 4. Now they could counter that war. They actually have the sentry down and even a ward up themselves at the top lane.
They see it, but maybe they're just leaving it there because they're not really playing up there.
Yeah.
Up until then, when they do, they will 100% get the D ward, but they don't want to waste their times. I mean, I think Gambit has the right idea. They're just hoping Monkey will jump around and jump from the location. They're able to jump him, kill his cheese down with Storm or Earth Spirit.
Speaking of Storm, Bloodstone just about there now, so going to have set tool. What Ursa and the Abyssal Blade himself coming along too, so both him and Monkey King have the same idea. 35-minute bounty rune, still a little bit of time.
They're waiting for the next Aegis, the next Roshan. That's going to be Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher as well. And I think this one, I always mention it, but it really will help Gambit quite a bit here. The double Winter's Curse, most likely. Cheese and Aegis on the Storm, or maybe Aegis on the Ursa. Wow, Abyssal and Lincoln's finished on both sides on Team Lithium. Their cores are so far, man.
There's a linkage, yeah. And then you have that third core, Bristleback, that no matter what he even gets from here, he's always going to be a very difficult kill.
Yeah, and I feel even if Ursa somehow gets his items and ups his network by another 5,000, I think they're going to still struggle. Even if he finishes Abyssal, even if he finished, with his BKB, it's just, I mean, he has BKB, but I don't know. Lithium just has to make a misstep, be out of position, and where Gambit has an opportunity to take some easy kills and choose to take another 4v5.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just, like I said, it's Lithium's game to lose.
A smoke play here. They were not seen, just confirm that. Heading towards the top lane. Eventually, I mean, again, they see what's going on up here. They got their own Tinker Ward, and they're just beelining for it. They want the Ursa especially. Will they be able to get him as well as the Wyvern? That's the question.
Well, they know they're all
just
there.
running in. Oh, boy.
Gosh.
Nothing Ursa can do. He's just all of a sudden, everyone's on top of him. It's like, wait, what? They have a Mirana or something? Okay, Bristleback going to be the focus there, and actually allows Wyvern to get out, but still. They got the prime target at least, and now they're going to counter ward. Yeah, it's pretty obvious, though, that there was vision there for Lithium. It's pinged out, I'm sure, by Gambit. It got the kill already, so it's done its job. Ursa on that oh, Abyssal Blade! It hits Storm. The Aphotic Shield comes out. It's going to allow him to ultimately get away, but took some good damage there. Monkey King, he knows he's low in mana. He still wants to go. Lena's even coming in. Double Yules. Abba's caught, so is the Wyvern. Wyvern's dead. Abba does have borrowed time. Can they stop him again?
Stunned in
oh,
1
jeez,
second
nice
here.
blink. Going deep for this. A little too deep, though. Yeah, you want to be careful. She does have cheese on Lena. Here comes that turret. Eats the cheese.
Storm get out of mana.
Zipping in all the way out of mana from the fountain. Buyback on Wyvern for this, but it looks like Lithium is going to kind of reset and maybe think about Roshan. It is up. Did you see that at least?
They do see the Aegis now, though. Monkey King is up. Monkey King is up.
Monkey King is alive.
Black King Bar is up. I mean, not up, but he's queuing it up.
Working
for it.
So they're not going to go for the Roshan, though, just yet. You see the Radiant Squad. They have some vision in that middle area, but you could tell that Gambit knows Lithium is thinking about running at. The Storm's just going to fly in, go for the big play. Gets the vision. Vansgriff follows it up. They kill Phoenix off the bat. They go on the back. That's Madara. Locked in initially by Ursa, but it's not enough damage. Vansgriff taking the burst. Golden Burst healing them up for the time being. Madara coming back in. He is very low, though. The dust even used. They kill Lina. They clean up on Monkey King, and it's flying from Storm Spirit. Ends up working out big time, and now it's the thing with Bristleback. That's probably the best strategy you can do with Bristle. You just ignore him until the very end.
That was so game-winning there for them.
It really feels like it. Now they're going to get an Aegis level 25 Storm's going to be hit soon as a result too. And he just got the Bloodstone.
Storm's going to go out of control.
Suddenly Storm's a massive issue.
Immortality is mine.
And this goes back to, against Lina specifically. You're talking about like the matchup there and how they got okay lockdown on the side of Lithium, so it's not like they're concerned on paper about the Storm Spirit, but he is making it work.
Yeah.
And he has the auto remnant talent, which is what you usually see.
He is going to get the Bloodthorn, so he's going to pierce through all that evasion as well with all of the rest of his heroes. So whoever Storm and Ursa really synergize with and use their combo, they'll be able to burst off anyone together. You're going to get multiple crits from this Ursa. Holy crap.
Refresher Shard picked up on Abba. He's got that double borrowed time, I suppose. Interesting way to go about it. They're just pushing though, and right now, Lithium can't stop. Lina's up at 5. Bristle up at 9. That's going to be a Rex though. Yeah, they're going to get back before anything dangerous happens. As bottom lane, maybe next time he's also TPing away. Look at he's thinking about building a Radiance, trying to help deal with this Ursa.
They will continue to pressure them with this Aegis and Cheese. Ursa's kind of close to this Nullifier. I'm not sure if he really wants to wait. He just, I mean, he could afford if he sold his wand and potentially even Aquila. I don't think that's what he really wants to do. Storm does have his Bloodthorn finished as well. And doesn't have buyback, but he has Bloodstone, so he spawns pretty fast even if things go wrong here. I mean, killing Monkey I think is the most ideal choice, otherwise Phoenix because of the egg, but he does have Yules. Like, I think just because they have no saves and you don't have BKB and Monkey, I think that should definitely be a priority. Lina's probably a little bit harder because he does have BKB, he has Yules, he has so many defensive items here.
Apparently getting word that Secret did beat Fnatic 3-2 over there in that other series that was going on. So welcome, guys, to those that are tuning in from the PvP Championships that was going on. Saw that wrapping up over there. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by DeMoN. This is the GG.Bet Invitational. Right now we're in our semifinal. It's game number 3, Lithium versus Gambit. Okay, Sue?
The initiation here.
No chance for him. But the winner of this plays NIP shortly after it finishes. So that's what to look forward to.
Exactly what I was mentioning earlier, this Bloodthorn comboing in. It's just like, this Bristle isn't as tanky as we thought he once was anymore because of this Halberd and the Solar Crest. You know, he has 37% evasion, but Bloodthorn just ignores all of that.
I'm
Top
pretty sure.
of Ursa is just imbalanced. He is going for Abyssal next on Ursa. He should just finish it, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, it feels like you. Yeah, it would be close with the surplus there, but either way, even not having to buy back, they're going aggressive. They're going on Elena, who pops the BKB after the Yule. She doesn't have a buyback currently, just barely short of gold. She will survive for the time being. Multicast going off, it doesn't matter. Pixie's dead. Storm Spirit wants the kill. He gets the kill. He flies in out of left field, all the way to the fountain.
That was the right field, man.
Right field. Yeah.
I mean, left sounds nicer.
It is, yeah, it's just kind of going, you're all right. It was the right side.
This is best with you, man. You know, I've been making mistakes all game here, and I just
That's
had
what
to...
we're here to correct each other.
We're trying to better each other, that's
exactly. I appreciate it. Always do.
Gambit making the biggest comeback of all time here.
That's not the case. Don't trick people that are just tuning in. They've had pretty... I mean, this has been a back-and-forth game for sure. You see the net worth graph.
It's all about, they definitely hit their timings here.
It was a bit of a comeback, definitely.
No, it was that one fight, right, by the Radiant
Shrine.
Ancients? Yeah, top Ancients, right?
Yeah.
The team wiped them, and they get Roshans. The fight just completely turns in their favor, and after that, it's going to be GG here.
This is
Monkey's
over.
forced to
Monkey King is going to do it again for all time, though, so Abaddon doesn't care. Monkey King
got
at half
refresher,
life.
bro.
He's dead.
Hello.
Triple kill for half an inch.
It's GG.
It's going to be Gambit going to the finals to take on NIP. As a result, congratulations to them.
Dire's middle tower is
Lithium
under
finishing in
attack.
the third, fourth place spot. What's a $50,000 prize pool.
Quite an upset, as we thought we'd see Lithium and NIP in the grand finals
In a rematch.
in a rematch.
Where Lithium beat NIP in the finals of Group A. That's why they got the #1 seed. And NIP got the #2 seed. Thus, they had to play Alliance, which they beat yesterday. But now Lithium, you know, they run into a Gambit team that, frankly, again, this is a team that qualified for the major. They look great at times, but then they also make some very silly plays. So it's a very back and forth style. Game 2, they had the win. It felt like, yet they were desperate. But either way, they get the win in the end. And so we'll see which team shows up to those finals against NIP now. All right. We get to get that break going at least.
Yeah,
Get a
get
little
that
bit of a break
going.
here.
We're going to the camera and then just
You want to show people
Nah, I don't care, man. Just
how
comfortable.
cozy you are?
Comfortable, man. You gotta. This is a 4 a.m. cast here, man. It's not easy.
It was 4 a.m. Now it's 7:15. So
It's a
we're
couple
grinding.
Hours,
We're
couple hours
grinding.
grinding, man. For your entertainment.
Exactly. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. Really do. We got the finals though. Going to be coming up. NIP, the NIP taking on. I keep wanting to say ex-ferzee, but now known as Gambit Esports, here in a best of 3.
Yeah,
So-
PPD must have been happy this went to game 3. He got some extra sleep in.
Yeah, he's still in the States. We were mentioning that.
Yeah.
That's why they pick him over, though, so he's
Yeah,
fine.
Got this.
He's fine with that here. I'm BreakyCPK, joined by DeMoN. We're going to go to a short break here. I'm sure we're getting things set up already and get going into the finals after that short break. NIP versus Gambit. Stay tuned. We'll be back